Hey there, you're watching Success Way. This video is about what is Ethereum and how it works. If you don't want to miss out our videos, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to get notified every time we post new videos. In order to fully understand Ethereum, what it does and how it can potentially impact our society, it is important to learn what its core properties are and how they differ from standard approaches. First of all, Ethereum is a decentralized system, which means it is not controlled by any single governing entity. An absolute majority of online services, businesses, and enterprises are built on a centralized system of governance. This approach has been used for hundreds of years, and while history proved time and time again that it's flawed, its implementation is still necessary when the parties don't trust each other. A centralized approach means single entity control, but it also means a single point of failure, which makes apps and online servers utilizing this system extremely vulnerable to hacker attacks and even power outages. Moreover, most social networks and other online servers require users to provide at least some degree of personal information, which is then stored on their servers. From there, it can be easily stolen by the company itself, its rogue workers or hackers. Ethereum, being a decentralized system, is fully autonomous and is not controlled by anyone at all. It has no central point of failure as it is being run from thousands of volunteers' computers around the globe, which means it can never go offline. Moreover, users' personal information stays on their own computers, while content such as apps, videos, etc. stays in full control of its creators without having to obey by the rules imposed by hosting services such as App Store and YouTube. Secondly, it is important to understand that even though constantly compared to each other, Ethereum and Bitcoin are two completely different projects with entirely different goals. Bitcoin is the first ever cryptocurrency and money transfer system, built on and supported by a distributed public ledger technology called the blockchain. Ethereum took the technology behind Bitcoin and substantially expanded its capabilities. It is a whole network with its own internet browser, coding language, and payment system. Most importantly, it enables users to create decentralized applications on Ethereum's blockchain. Those applications can either be entirely new ideas or decentralized reworks of already existing concepts. This essentially cuts out the middleman and all the expenses associated with the involvement of a third party. For example, the only profit that comes from users liking and sharing their favorite musician's post on Facebook is generated from an advertisement placed on their page, and it goes directly to Facebook. In an Ethereum version of such social network, both the artist and the audience will receive rewards for positive communication and support. Similarly, in a decentralized version of the Kickstarter, you won't be getting just some artifact for your contribution to the company. You will be receiving a part of the company's future profits. Finally, Ethereum-based applications will remove all sorts of payments to third parties for facilitating any kind of services. The entire Ethereum system is supported by a global system of so-called nodes. Nodes are volunteers who download the entire Ethereum's blockchain to their desktops and fully enforce all the consensus rules of the system, keeping the network honest and receiving rewards in return. Those consensus rules, as well as numerous other aspects of the network, are dictated by smart contracts. Those are designed to automatically perform transactions and other specific actions within the network with parties that you don't necessarily trust. Terms for both parties to fulfill are pre-programmed into the contract. Completion of these terms then triggers a transaction or any other specific action. Many people believe that smart contracts are the future and will eventually replace all other contractual agreements, as the implementation of smart contracts provides security that is superior to traditional contract law, reduce transaction costs associated with contracting, and establish trust between two parties. Moreover, the system also provides its users with the Ethereum virtual machine, which essentially serves as a runtime environment for smart contracts based on Ethereum. It provides users with security to execute an untrusted code while ensuring that the programs don't interfere with each other. EVM is completely isolated from the main Ethereum network, which makes it a perfect sandbox tool for testing and improving smart contracts. The platform also provides a cryptocurrency token called Ether. Is it a cryptocurrency? By definition, Ethereum is a soft platform that aims to act as a decentralized internet as well as decentralized app store. A system like this needs a currency to pay for the computational resources required to run an application or a program. This is where Ether comes into play. This is where Ether comes into play. Ether is a digital bearer asset and it doesn't require a third party to process the payment. However, it doesn't only operate as a digital currency. It also acts as fuel for the decentralized apps within the network. If a user wants to change something in one of the apps within Ethereum, they need to pay a transaction fee so that the network can process the change. The transaction fees are automatically calculated based on how much gas an action requires. The amount of required fuel is calculated based on how much computing power is necessary and how long it will take to run. Is Ethereum like Bitcoin? Ethereum and Bitcoin might be somehow similar when it comes to the cryptocurrency aspect, but the reality is that they are two completely different projects with completely different goals. While Bitcoin has established itself as a relatively stable and most successfully cryptocurrency to date, Ethereum is a multi-purpose platform with its digital currency, Ether, being just a component of its smart contract applications. Even when comparing the cryptocurrency aspect, the two projects appear to be vastly different. For instance, Bitcoin has a hard cap for 21 MLN Bitcoins that can never be created, while a potential supply of Ether can be practically endless. Moreover, Bitcoin's average block mining time is 10 minutes, whereas Ethereum's aims to be no more than 12 seconds, which means quicker confirmations. Another major difference is that these days successful Bitcoin mining requires tremendous amounts of computing power and electricity, and is only possible if using industrial-scale mining farms. On the other hand, Ethereum's proof-of-work algorithm encourages decentralized mining by individuals. How Ethereum works. As it was mentioned before, Ethereum is based on Bitcoin's protocol and its blockchain design that is tweaked so that applications beyond money systems can be supported. The two blockchains' only similarity is that they store entire transaction histories of their respective networks, but Ethereum's blockchain does a lot more than that. Besides the history of transactions, every node on the Ethereum network also needs to download the most recent state, or the current information, of each smart contract within the network, every user's balance, and all the smart contract code and where it's stored. Essentially, the Ethereum blockchain can be described as a transaction-based state machine. When it comes to computer science, a state machine is defined as something capable of reading a series of inputs and it's transitioning to a new state based on those inputs. When transactions are executed, the machine transitions into another state. Every state of Ethereum consists of millions of transactions. Those transactions are grouped to form blocks, with each and every block being chained together with its previous blocks. But before the transaction can be added to the ledger, it needs to be validated. That goes through a process called mining. Mining is a process when a group of nodes apply their computing power to completing a proof-of-work challenge, which is essentially a mathematical puzzle. The more powerful their computer is, the quicker it can solve the puzzle. An answer to this puzzle is in itself a proof of work, and it guarantees the validity of a block. A lot of miners around the world are competing with each other in an attempt to create and validate a block, as every time a miner proves a block, new Ether tokens are generated and awarded to said miner. Miners are a backbone of the Ethereum network, as they not only confirm and validate transactions and any other operations within the network, but also generate new tokens of the network's currency. What apps were developed on Ethereum? Ethereum has a potential of opening up the world of decentralized apps even for the people without any technical background. If that happens, it can become a revolutionary leap for blockchain technology that will bring it closer to mass adoption. Currently, the network can be easily accessed through its native Mist browser, which provides a user-friendly interface as well as digital wallet for storing and trading Ether. Most importantly, users can write, manage, and deploy smart contracts. Alternatively, the Ethereum network can be accessed through a MetaMask extension for Google Chrome and Firefox. The Ethereum platform has a potential of profoundly disrupting hundreds of industries that currently depend on centralized control, such as insurance, finance, real estate, and so on. Currently, the platform is being used to create decentralized apps for a broad range of services and industries. That's it for this video. In your opinion, is Ethereum a better cryptocurrency than Bitcoin? Tell us in the comment box. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.